Let's go. Yo, I'm like an addict, do I gotta have it. I ain't even playing, got a really bad habit. If it moves, gotta grab it, fuse like a magnet. Lose, won't have it till I'm doomed in a casket. I ain't playing.
In the following 2 lectures here of this course introduction, I want to talk a little bit more about risk management. If you are unfamiliar with risk management, then the objective of the next 2 lectures is to make you a little more familiar with that. So here I'm going to answer what is risk management. We're going to talk about the typical risk management methodology or formula. I'm going to define for you what a control is. And then we're going to close by looking at 2 concrete examples. One issue I had with risk management very early in my risk management career is that it was all very abstract. As you'll see throughout the course, I'm a big proponent of concrete real-world examples. And hopefully these examples will allow these concepts to really sink in so that you can start making sense of them and start applying them in your daily life. So what is risk management? In short, risk management seeks to identify, assess, and mitigate harm. Identify in the sense that we want to see what is possible, what could go wrong. Assess in the sense that we want to look at the impact that this could have on our organization, on individuals, and mitigate in the sense that we want to take the percentage that this harm materializes and push it as close down to 0 as feasible. And 2 other foundational concepts when it comes to risk management, of course, risk and threat. So a risk is the potential for harm, and a threat is what is the vehicle for delivering that harm. When it comes to calculating risk or our risk score, the typical methodology or formula is as follows. And yes, this could be on the exam, so you should probably remember this. The typical methodology is risk equals severity of harm times probability of occurrence. And so using this formula, I want you to think about the probability of occurrence. If the severity of the harm is very high, but there is no chance that that harm will happen, then our variable for probability is 0, and anything times 0 is 0. So our risk score is 0. There is no risk. And so what is a control? A control, in short, is a countermeasure or action designed to modify risk. And there are 3 general categories of controls. These are administrative, technical, and physical. And yes, you should also remember this for the exam. An example of an administrative control would be training. And so, for example, if the AI system appears to be sentient and it's talking about how it wants to eradicate the human race, well, hopefully we've been trained to turn the system off. And so training is an example of an administrative control. A technical control would be a firewall to protect our organization's network. And a physical control is going to be something that controls a physical environment, for example, a facility, a data center. These can be locks on the doors, security guards, security dogs, etc. There is a 4th type of control that you need to know about, and we'll deal with this much later in the course, but that's an operational control. But for right now, knowing about these 3 categories is sufficient. And so let's look at 2 concrete examples, again, to really drive these concepts home. So I want you to think about a risk that you likely take on a daily basis. And that is a risk of getting into a car accident. Whether you are driving, you are crossing the street, you are using rideshare, or even on a bus or perhaps a subway. When you get into that vehicle, there is a chance, albeit however small, that there could be an accident and that you could suffer bodily injury. And so if we just want to take the example of a normal car, for example, you get in the car. Again, the risk is to bodily injury. That injury would be delivered by a threat, which would be the car accident. And the control that we would use, in fact, that we hopefully do use on a daily basis when we get into a car, would be, for example, a seatbelt. Similarly, as we're driving, we want to obey traffic laws, and we would also maintain our car. We want to make sure that the tires are properly inflated, that our windshield wipers work, that our rearview mirrors are all adjusted appropriately. And what all of these controls do is they drive down the risk. Perhaps we can never get that risk to 0%, but we want to get it as small as possible. The final example that I want to share with you is tailored to artificial intelligence. And this is the risk that a system that our organization is responsible for, perhaps this is embedded in a public or customer-facing product or service. If that is a generative AI system, then there may be some risk that that system generates harmful, offensive, or inaccurate content. One potential threat through which that risk could be delivered would be an adversarial prompt. Now, we're going to talk more about this technical jargon later in the course, but for right now, I want you to think about a malicious actor that is trying to generate some offensive image. And so they craft a prompt, some input that they enter into the model, into the system. But instead of the model complying and providing that harmful or offensive content, the model instead responds, "I'm sorry, I can't help you with that query." Or this appears to be a request that violates our acceptable use policy or our terms and conditions. Well, what has likely happened in this scenario is that the organization that manages the AI system has implemented either a meta prompt or a content filter to restrict the system's capacity to generate harmful or offensive content. And let's think of maybe this harmful or offensive content, just to really give it a concrete example. Think of it as a deep fake. Perhaps it's a politician saying something that they never really said, or performing some type of offensive act. Well, a lot, if not most, of the mainstream models that are out there that are public facing will not generate this type of content because they understand that it could be used for harmful or offensive purposes. And again, we're going to talk more about the technical jargon later, adversarial prompt, meta prompt, content filter. That's all later in the course. In this lecture, we have answered the question, what is risk management? Again, risk management is the process of identifying, assessing, and mitigating harm. Risk is the potential for harm, whereas a threat delivers that harm. The typical methodology is risk equals severity of harm times probability of occurrence. You need to remember that a control is a countermeasure or action designed to modify risk. Again, we implement controls to drive that risk down as close to zero as possible. There are three broad categories of controls. These are administrative, technical, and physical. And we looked at two concrete examples of risk. The general example would be a car accident, and the second AI-specific example was adversarial prompt.